Alright, hello everybody, this is Zaxtor99. This is a little game that came out last September 30th of 2018 by Akaba Studio. It's a game called LoveChoice, and it's asking you if you know what love is. This game is trying to give you our answer. The game encourages people to have a sensitive and gentle heart. Enjoy. So this is a game that comes in at $1.99 regular price. It is on sale right now for a couple more hours during the Steam Winter event. But we're going to go ahead and give it my first play and thoughts right after this. Alright, so... Alright, so here we go. When we first launch the game, it gives us a choice of all these different languages. We're going to go ahead and keep it at the default English. And begin the game. Use mouse and headphones for best experience. Alright. LoveChoice. Alright, let's turn the music down just a little bit here. Alright. Seems a little better. Okay. Album, what is this? Okay. We have a bunch of pictures to collect, I guess. Alright. Quit, credits. Alright, shows the web address and WeChat and the songs, music. Okay. Alright, let's go ahead and begin. Select story, hopefully coming soon. Well, we only have one choice, a love game. We got a boy, a girl, and a nice little kitty. Alright. I am a game developer. Hey, that's true. I do develop games. Alright, there is a game jam today. That's something that I really want to do. I haven't ever done a game jam yet, but game jams it seems like a really cool way to kind of, learn about coding and learn about making games quickly. Kind of puts pressure on you and puts a timer on you to get a game out with a theme. And kind of compete with other people in a friendly atmosphere. So game jams seem like something pretty cool. I'd like to do one time. Maybe I'll sign up for one soon. Yep, tells you right here, a game jam is a game development event. Participants only have 48 hours to make a game around a given theme. There are some games that, game jams that, give you a week or give you 24 hours or whatever, but that does seem like the typical one that I've seen is 48 hours. Anyway, sometimes if you're lucky enough, you can team up with girls in a game jam. However, with our team, that is not the case. Okay. The jam begins on Friday afternoon. Most of the teams will spend the first night designing their own game. Everything went well with our team, and a game idea has been settled on. So I decided to take a break and look around. Okay. I notice her. Her team is next to ours. It looks like her team is in intense discussion. I heard one of her teammates say, "Let's just take a break and try again in 10 minutes. I can understand that. Kind of having debates or heated discussions about what the game should be about or the ideas of the game, and let's think on it for a minute and come back to it. I can understand that. Alright. Her teammates leave their chairs, leaving her all alone writing her notes. I'm guessing she's kind of cute by the way he's talking about her. This is my chance to talk to her, I thought. Yep. I check my hair and clothes and put on the best smile I can. So yep, he must definitely think she's cute. Something about her is cute. Her personality, her looks. Maybe she has big boobs. I don't know. Something is attracting him. I walk to her side, acting as natural as I can. Okay, so here's a choice. A love choice. Hey, my name is Zach. Or whatever your name is up there. Can we be friends? Or would you like to hear about our game idea? Yeah, I mean, the first time you walk up to a girl, even at a game jam event where you're all here in the same building or whatever, just coming up and saying, hey, let's be friends, that seems a little bit desperate. You know, we're not going to go that route. So the only other option here is, would you like to hear about our game idea? Sounds a lot more practical. She appears to be feeling a little awkward, but she still hears about our game idea. And she says, it's not too bad. I like how it puts what she says in pink so that I know it's her. After the game jam ended, I found her through the WeChat event group. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, he's stalking her. I'm just kidding. Although we felt kind of awkward at the beginning, we soon became each other's pen pal, sharing each other's secrets and feelings. Alright, I like that. The only thing I want to know is I don't have any way to speed this text up. I wish they had a way to speed the text up a little bit. Okay. So anyway, he contacts her on the chat program, and think, you know, Snapchat or Skype or Kick or one of those mini chat programs out there. This one's called WeChat, and we soon became friends and started talking about their feelings and innermost secrets. My friend said that even though I didn't win an award at the Game Jam, I am still a winner. Okay? I can't argue with that. I am so lucky to have met her. Aww. So he feels like a winner. He feels lucky to have met this girl at the Game Jam, and obviously likes her a lot as they start chatting through the chat program. 2 weeks later, we were texting through WeChat. And I'm thinking of when to ask her out and maybe watch a movie and have a meal together. Okay, so he wants to go out on a date. And she says, my boss scolded me today. I just did what he told me to. It shouldn't have became my fault. So how do I respond to her saying her boss scolded her at work today? Your boss is taking advantage of you. I think we're going to go ahead and say this one. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding. Maybe he was having a bad day. You know, that kind of thing. I don't want her to continue to play like a huge victim just about a bad day at work. I mean, just blow it off. Maybe your boss didn't mean to do that. It might be best just to let it go. That's what I just said, blow it off. And she says, more than that, none of my colleagues stand by me. How loyal they are. So none of her coworkers are standing beside her, and now I'm kind of going against her too, telling her to blow him off. I don't know, maybe I made a wrong choice there. Anyway, should I say no one wants to upset their boss, or maybe they just don't have a clear idea of what happened? Yeah, I'm going to say that one. This is most likely what I would say. Well, they weren't involved. Maybe they just don't really know what happened. And she's like, well, I still feel bad. And my only choice here now is to ask her out. Okay, maybe that'll make her feel better. Let's hope so, right? So I text to her. Would you like to go out with me this weekend? I'm sure that we'll have a nice time. And she's like, okay. Maybe watch a movie. Alright, what kind of movie? Action, Steel Man. I mean, without knowing what type of girl she is, it's going to be hard to make a choice that's going to win us the most points here. But if I know girls, if I know women, I'm definitely going to go for anything with love in it, a romantic movie, or, you know, if I didn't have this, I'd probably choose a drama over an action or a horror movie. Now, after you know a girl a little bit better, this one might be good. You get her into a really scary movie, and then you get her clinging to your arm or clinging to your side or your neck or your hand, whatever. But yeah, first time on a date without really knowing a girl that well, I would always go with the romance or the love movie. Comedy's always pretty good. So we'll go with Spoiled Girls or whatever it said. And I say, I believe this movie will be interesting. Oh, she's going to get excited. She's like, okay. All right, I'll see you this weekend. All right. I already bought the movie tickets. Maybe I should find a fancy restaurant somewhere around the cinema for our date. All right, well, in this situation, going to a fancy restaurant, I guess, would be, in my opinion, okay, I guess. I know I learned early on in my dating days when I started dating, you know, right after I graduated high school, I started going on dates. And I remember the first thing, when I first started dating, my biggest problem was that I'd see a cute gal or whatever, and I would ask them out, and I would try to impress them right off the bat without really knowing them well at all. So I'd see somebody uptown cruising or whatever, and I would say, hey, let's go out, you know, or they'd give me their phone number, and I'd call them up and say, let's go out on a date. And I would take them out to some fancy restaurant like he's talking about here and spend a lot of money on dinner. And I'd find out after spending $60 on a dinner with somebody I didn't really know that either the conversation was awkward or we were talking about two completely different things, or neither one of us wanted to talk, or when they talked, they bored me to living hell. Whatever, I found out that we weren't very compatible. And I quickly learned that what I really wanted to do was ask a girl to meet me at a park, or go to the park with me on a Saturday, or go to a coffee shop, spend very little money, see if we can actually have an engaging conversation, maybe go out 2 or 3, 4 times and have fun and enjoy each other's company. And then, once we really started dating, then it would be time to go to a fancy restaurant. But I'm just saying, I learned early on not to be trying to impress women I didn't know or girls I barely knew by taking them out to an expensive dinner and movie. And movies also, I found out movies to be a really bad way, a really bad first date in my opinion, because you really don't have the opportunity to talk and get to know each other. So again, I would save a movie for a date, you know, later down the line. But here in this situation here, you know, him and this gal kind of know each other a little better because they've been chatting and talking about their innermost secrets and feelings and stuff like that, it said, through the chat program. And they've kind of already met each other in person at the game jam. So, you know, this would be a little more fitting in that situation. But anyway, it says you can never be too prepared for a date. I should try to find as many as I can. So we're looking for fancy restaurants online. Alright, minigame. Click the good restaurant to add it to your favorites. Avoid the bad stores. Okay, prepare for your first date. Okay. Here we go. Let's play. Nope. Oh, this is a clicker. Okay. I wasn't ready. Nothing there. Bam. Alright, we got one. I wasn't ready for that first one. Got both of them. Alright, this is kind of fun, actually. I mean, usually I don't like clickers, but you gotta be quick. Okay. Oh, it mixed them up. I think ours is over here. I think it's here. Here. I think. Yep. Yay me. So we got 6 out of 11. Okay, ours is here. Goes up, down, up, down, left, right, right, I think it's still on the right. It's over here, I think. It's over here, I think. I think it's over here again. Nope, I was wrong. Damn it. Oh, I lost one. Okay. We'll get one over here. One here. I think there's still one right here. Left. Over here. Yep. Okay. I had a 50-50 shot, but I thought I followed it pretty well. Oh, there is another one. This is just a guess here, guys. I have no idea. We're gonna go here. Ooh, I got lucky on that one. There was my guess. 7 out of 11. I think I can find more. I think we're good. I think we did pretty good. Alright. It is finally the day of our date. Watching the movie, the credits are rolling, and they are the only ones in the theater. That sounds dangerous. It's my first time sitting next to her, and I can't help feeling a little bit nervous. I just keep telling myself to calm down and focus on the movie. The movie ended, and we stayed in our seats until everyone else was gone. Okay. Interesting. This is when the kiss can happen, right? The movie was kind of interesting. And oh, that's what I said. And she's like, oh, it wasn't bad. So, what's next? She says. And I'm like, I know a nice restaurant nearby. And, Asian cuisine, sushi. What if she doesn't like sushi? I don't know. I think like a burger joint or pizza would be safer than any of these, but let's just go for Asian cuisine. And she's like, sure, I'm not picky. Thank God. Alright. Moonlight painted a silver outline around her face. Aww. I can hear my heartbeat while I look at her. We are becoming closer and closer. We don't even need to speak. There's already an understanding between us. I don't think there's anything more to be said. Okay, I like you. The moon is so beautiful. Let's talk about the moon. Let's see if she agrees with us on the moon is beautiful. And she's like, uh-oh, did I make a mistake? That night, we fell in love. So, they've already fallen in love on a first date. Wow. Is he sure that she fell in love with him too? Or is he just falling in love with her? That's my question. We talk to each other a lot. Well, I guess that's a good sign. We always talk about the things that we have in common. We are eager to understand each other's deeper. We want to zoom in and look into each other's hearts. Okay, that's a good sign. So they are talking on the phone now, not just online. They both got a big mess of their own hobbies or items. Okay. And I'm like, I gotta go. And she's like, bye. Notice they didn't say I love you yet. Uh-oh, what's going on? Uh-oh, they don't look very happy. They're fighting. What are they fighting about? Yeah, you can see that they're angry. What's going on here? I can't click any of these. What is going on? I thought they were so in love. Oh! Oh! They came together. Alright, well they worked it out, whatever it was, I guess. She still likes to tell me about her little troubles in her daily life, just like she used to. I believe a clever girl like her should be able to handle these little affairs on her own. Okay. But women, one thing I've learned is women like to talk, and they they like a man that doesn't just give them a quick answer. Men's problem is that when a woman comes to us and tells us about a bad day at work, for example, men try to solve a problem. Our way of caring is to try to give them a simple solution, much like I did earlier. Well, don't worry about it. Maybe it was just a misunderstanding, and give her an answer. When really, most of the time, women come to us with that kind of a, they might sound like they're complaining or they have trouble or whatever. A lot of times, all they want is confirmation. They just want us to listen and say, oh, it sounds like you had a bad day. Like, that would probably be the best thing to say. It sounds like you had a bad day. I'm sorry. Maybe give them a hug. They're not looking for an answer. They're not looking for, men make that mistake all the time. We give them some, brain dead answer like they're an idiot and they don't know this stuff themselves. Like they might come to us and say, oh, I've had such a pounding headache all day. And what are most men going to say? Well, take some Tylenol. Well, duh, women know to take a Tylenol or an aspirin or whatever for a headache. They already know that. What they want is sympathy and us to understand that they've had a headache all day. That's all they want. They don't want the answer of... So a lot of times I think when we tell them, take a Tylenol, they look at us like we're not sympathetic, like we don't care. And what they really want is just our understanding. Just for us to listen. Stop whatever we're doing. Listen and understand and acknowledge that, hey, they've had a headache all day or whatever it is. But that's just one little lesson I found out in my life. Going out to all you young men out there. Anyway, I believe a clever girl like her should be able to handle these little affairs on her own. Although, she always seems to be upset about them. Okay. Again, she's probably just wanting me to listen to her. Since she really admires me, she's probably just wanting me to listen and understand, not give her an answer. Not giving her some, logical answer or solution. She's like, my boss scolded me today. I did what he told me to. It shouldn't be my fault. And again... Your boss, I don't want to go here. Your boss has taken advantage of you. Maybe it was a misunderstanding. I still think I would go with this one of the two choices. Again, I would really go with neither of them. I'd be like, I'm sorry, hon. That sucks. That's really what I would really say, but that's not an option. So I guess we'll just go. I guess we'll go here. Just because we went here before and it didn't really work, so. Maybe the game's want me to agree with her? Your boss is taking advantage of you. Maybe this is how she feels? Your boss takes advantage of you, and you take responsibility for your bosses. This will always be this way. There's no need to be so upset about it. And again, she just says more than this. None of my colleagues stand by me. How loyal they are. No one wants to be upset at their boss. No one wants to fight with her boss. Everyone has bills to pay. And she's speechless now. Yeah, probably went the wrong way there. When you live together, you start to see some flaws that you didn't notice at first. That's true. Very true. Troubles always arise between couples. Okay? Either I bow to her, or she bows to me. There's no third answer. Is there? When I came home from work, she was watching her favorite Korean TV series. Empty food boxes and tissues are everywhere. Aw, she's been crying. Should I say I'm so tired or should I be so tired that I pretend not to notice? Or should I say, oh God, I guess I have to do it all myself? No, I'm just gonna hopefully let her pick up her own mess and not notice, or pretend not to notice. Time goes by so fast. It's already been 3 years since we met. Wow. Okay. 3 years ago, we met at a game jam. Actually, I noticed you glance a few times before you talk to me. To be honest, I didn't feel comfortable when you first talked to me. So this is what the girl's saying. Maybe you should act more natural. We started chatting more with each other after that. Gradually, you become the one I talk to the most. Do you still remember our first date? Oh, she's going to remember that. And she's like, I was confused because I didn't see you prepare anything for our date. So I thought maybe you didn't have any interest in me at all. He says, do you remember the first time we held hands? And she's like, I felt that on a beautiful night. I felt that on a beautiful night like that, words would have only ruined the mood. He says, we had more time to get to know each other afterwards, after that first date. We talked about the hobbies that we had in common and shared everything about our lives. And she says, but our talks only scratch the surface. I always want to share deeper thoughts with you. And he says, though we had a good time together, we still sometimes fight. And her point of view is, nope, it didn't say that. Luckily, we can always forgive each other. Those fights give us chances to know each other on a deeper level. I hope you will always be there as a listener for me. And she says, maybe I shouldn't be upset about those little things in my life, because I know I can handle them. But I still want you to stay with me, to hear me out, and share my feelings. Again, that's what I just said. That's what I was talking about earlier. Girls just want somebody to listen. They want somebody to share their thoughts with, or how they felt that day. You know, especially if they had a bad day, they just want somebody to acknowledge that, hey, they had a bad day and understand. They're not looking for, again, a solution. I want you to know that I need more than cold advice. Exactly. Like in the way that people treat their jobs. And he says, we are not perfect. I believe that neither of us should concede to the other, because one-sided concession won't last very long. But sometimes I just want you to tolerate my shortcomings. Okay. And he says, did my sudden letter scare you? I have never shared my feelings like this before. And this will be the first and last time. Sadly, we couldn't make it. Aw, they're breaking up? No. But I don't regret our relationship because I have learned a lot from it. I wish you all the best. Goodbye. That sucks, man. He met this lovely young lady at a game jam. They hit it off. They got to know each other and shared their innermost feelings over the chat. They went on a first date, and then they really started dating, and they dated for 3 years. And then they realized that they needed to part ways. And guys, as I know all too well myself, everybody out there is bound, especially when you're dating. You're bound to meet people that you really like. You're bound to meet somebody that you feel like you're in love with. I mean, even this game said they fell in love with each other. You're bound to meet somebody that you fall in love with, that you have a lot of good memories with, and you're going to end up drifting apart. You're going to end up realizing that you don't have that much in common. You're going to end up realizing that, you want to move on. One of you wants to move on and see other people, or that person just isn't the right person for you to keep you happy. So just because you start off really happy and in love and feeling all those butterflies, sadly, too often, those great feelings fade over time. Especially if one person or both people feel like the other person is neglecting them in some way. It's bound to happen. It happens all the time. And, you know, people decide to move on. And when they do, a lot of times, both people grow. They learn more about what they're looking for themselves and what will make them happy. And they carry the maturity that they gain in a relationship like this onto their next relationship. And hopefully, if things ended well, I think it's always important to try to end things well in any relationship, whether it be a marriage or, you know, just dating or whatever. You want to end things well with respect. And even if you don't decide, you know, even if you decide that you're not going to be friends, you still want to end things on a healthy note. If you end things fighting and screaming and cursing each other, I have learned in my past that taking those bad endings or ending really badly in a relationship can tend to bring that into your next relationship and make your next relationship more unhealthy. So it's really important when these things end, and they will end. Everybody's going to have, you know, this sad goodbye. It's going to happen. But you really want to try to end with maturity. Give them respect. Say, hey, I'm sorry things didn't work out, but I'm never going to forget you, whatever it is. Even if you feel differently, even if you feel like, you know, they're a slut because they cheated on you, or they're a jerk or whatever, try to treat them with respect and say, I think it's time to move on. I wish you the best. Because then you're going to end in a lot healthier state, and you're going to take that healthier maturity into your next relationship and give your next relationship a better chance to blossom. So that's my best advice. But, you know, anybody that dates, anybody that grows up and dates and maybe even gets married really young or whatever, you're going to be really, really, really lucky if the first relationship you ever have, you're happily married to for the rest of your life. The reality there is that just doesn't happen very often. Most people are going to have many heartbreaks before they find somebody that they're compatible with, you know, that can make them happy for life. And some people never meet that perfect someone for them. So this is all too common in the dating world, and it can hurt. And that's it. So achievement unlocked, broke up. I'm really curious now, guys. We're going to play this one more time, and we're going to see if we can get to an ending on LoveChoice here where we don't break up. So let's go ahead and fly through this a little bit quicker this time. And we're meeting at the game jam. Okay. So I do kind of wonder what happens if we walk up to her and we're a little bit more direct. Can we be friends? Hey. Seems a little bit weird, but no, that's just too awkward. That's too pushy. I would never do that. We're going to say, hey, do you want to hear about our game idea? She's like, okay. All right, we're going to continue going through this. We start chatting. Same thing. We just want to go to the choices and go through this a little bit quicker. Okay. I don't think I want to go with the boss is taking advantage of you at all. I wish there was a third option to just listen and say, I'm sorry you had a bad day. I wish that was an option, because I think that would be a better choice than either one of them. But these over here on the left-hand side almost sound like what I was talking about earlier. We're trying to give her a solution. You know, we're trying to give her a solution to her bad day with her boss. You don't want to do that if you're a man. So we're going out again. I still feel like for a first date, let's go with a horror this one. I think this is the worst choice. Let's go with a horror this time. See what happens. It may not matter at all. I don't know. She's like, okay. Alright. I just want to change things up a little bit here. I wonder if this is a big key to the game on how well you stick, is getting this part doing better than I did last time. Okay. Let's see if we can hit more than 7 out of 11. Now that we know what to expect. Bam. There's 1. 2. There we go. 4. There we go. I'm flying now. I'm getting better at this clicking. Okay, so let's watch this. We're here. Here. Those two are shuffling with each other, but it should be right here. Yep. It's going to be hard when we have 2 of them again. Okay, it's here. It's over here. It went over here, I think. It went over here. It went over here. Oh my god. I think it's still here in the middle. I think. I hope. Oh, we got it wrong. Damn it. Now we're back to 7. Okay. So we have 2 in the middle. Over here is 1. Man. I'm so messed up. I think it's here. Damn, I'm messing this up. We're just gonna guess. I guess completely wrong. No, we're at 5 out of 11. No, we're gonna play again. Damn it, man. I'm terrible about that shuffling part. I thought I had it. Okay. Damn it. Alright. There's 1. 2. 3, 4. Oh, I missed 1. No. Okay, we gotta do better on the shuffling part here, guys. Alright, let's do this. It's over here. It's over here. It's here. It's here. It's here. There we go. That one's pretty easy. Okay, it's here in the middle. It's over here. It's over here. It's over here. It's right in the middle. It's over here. And then one over here. And then one over here. And then one in the middle. It's in the middle, I'm pretty sure. There we go. 8. Okay, so we have 2 in the middle right now. They're both up. They're both over here, I think. I know one's here. I think one's here anyway. It's over here. It's right here. It's over here. It's over here. It's over here. I think there's one right here. No! Man, I'm so messed up. Okay, I was just a lucky guess there. 8 out of 11. That's better than we did last time. I think we're just gonna we're gonna call it good. I think I could probably play it 10 more times and not get better. I might get a 9 if I play it a couple more times, but all right. So 8 out of 11. I hope you don't have to hit like 10 or 11 of those to have a good ending. Okay. She says the movie wasn't bad. So what's next? Okay. We'll go with this one. She says the same thing. Sure, I'm not picky. Okay. We have another choice here. Can hear my heartbeat when I look at her. We're becoming closer and closer. I don't even need to speak. There's already an understanding between us. I don't think there's anything more to be said. Let's be respectful and say, can I hold your hand? Uh-oh. That night, we fell in love. Okay. We'll see if that changed anything. We talk to each other a lot. We always talk about the things we have in common. We are eager to understand each other. I gotta go. Bye. Same thing. And again, we're having a fight. Like, there may be no way to avoid this. Do I need to click these as soon as they come in? Is that part of it? Like last time I didn't click it at all. She still likes to tell me about her little troubles. I believe a clever girl should be able to handle this stuff on her own. She always seems to be upset about them. If she is saying that her boss got mad at her again. And I'm going to go with my first one again. Maybe it's a misunderstanding, hon. But her answers are always the same, so it's a little bit picky. I mean, she says the same thing no matter what I do. So it makes it a little bit confusing. And see, she's like without words, just like last time. When you live together, you start to see some flaws. That's going to happen anyway, I think. When I come home from work, she was watching her favorite show. She had trash everywhere and tissues all over. No, again, I'm not gonna start a fight. It's not really me. Time goes by so fast. Let's see if the changes I made though made any difference. It's already been 3 years since we met. 3 years ago, we met at a game jam. Actually, I noticed you glance a few times before you talked to me. And to be honest, I didn't feel comfortable when you first talked to me. Maybe you should act more natural. We started chatting more with each other after that. Gradually, you became the one I talked to the most. You still remember our first date? And she's like, I was confused because I didn't see you prepare anything for our date. So I thought maybe you didn't have any interest. This is all the same. I felt on a beautiful night like that. Words would have only ruined the moment. Well, you have to say something in that choice. Everything is an option of something to say. It's a beautiful night. I really like you. Or can I hold your hand? There is no just, there's no option to just take your arms and hold her. I wish there was. Because that's probably what I would have selected. We had more time to get to know each other. I have a feeling this is going to end this exact same way. Our talks only scratched the surface. We wanted to know each other deeper. Though we have a good time together, we still sometimes fight. Well, that's perfectly normal in any relationship. You're so stubborn when we fight, and I don't always want to be the one to apologize first. This leads us to have a lot of fights over little things. So this is different. I don't remember her saying this before. And I say, I hope you will always be there as a listener for me. Maybe I shouldn't be upset about those little things in my life, because I know I can handle them. But I still want you to stay with me, to hear me out, and share my feelings. I just want somebody to share my feelings with. That's what the woman's saying. I want you to know that I need more than cold advice, like in the way that people treat their jobs. We are not perfect. I believe that neither of us should concede to the other, because one-sided concession won't last long. Same thing as we read last time. Sometimes I just want you to tolerate my shortcomings. Did my sudden letter scare you? I've never shared my feelings like this before, and this will be the first and last time. Man, it's the same ending. Sadly, we couldn't make it. But I don't regret our relationship because I have learned a lot from it. I wish you all the best. Goodbye. So, again, it ended the same way as the last time. Guys, LoveChoice. This is a game that I think the regular price is $1.99. It sold a lot of copies on Steam. I tried twice. I was not able to keep them together with my gameplay, and I don't know if it was the choices I made in the text, or if it was the little gameplay, if I needed more than 8 restaurants out of 11. I don't know. So if you guys play this game, or if you guys have seen it played, and you know how you get these two to stay together rather than ending, let me know. I'd love to read that down in the comments below. Especially if you go out and buy the game yourself and you can keep them together. Let me know what the secret was. I would love to know. But I do feel like, you know, in any relationship, no matter how happy you might be initially, the odds are always against you. And the only thing I can tell you is to beat those odds. I believe firmly you're going to have to be really honest with each other all the time. You don't want to hide things from each other. And you really want to keep those lines of communication open. So you really want to feel like, you know, you want to make the other person feel like they can come and talk to you about anything, and that you're going to be there and you're interested in listening to them. Maybe, you know, not always giving them an answer to their problem. They just want somebody to talk to. You need to be able to listen and understand what they're saying. Share that pain or the bad day or whatever. So, you know, being able to communicate is a big key to relationships. You know, having that communication pathway between you at all times, so that you guys feel like you can tell each other anything, everything that's on your mind. And when you do tell somebody everything that's on your mind, they're receptive. And they're always receptive and willing to listen and, you know, share whatever it is, joy or sorrow or anger or whatever. They're able to share with that. And I think that's a big key in relationships, is that communication and always being receptive to your partner. Willing to listen. A lot of times that's the most important thing. Anyway, guys, hopefully you have enjoyed my play of LoveChoice. This has been a pretty long video already at 45 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up here. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. I'd love to know. This has been Zaxtorian. Have a good one, everybody. Take care.